Hi, this is Jan from Twinks Stampin'. I'm an independent UK demonstrator and I've come along today to show you how to put this card together. I'm using the Prized Peony and the Fancy Phrases stamp sets. I'm going to be using this flower for here and the birthday wishes for the sentiment. We're going to use the Stitch So Sweetly dies to cut this flag here, and we're going to be using the peony dies to cut out our peony. Okay, so let's get started. You'll see this is a bit of a little fancy fold, this one. Okay, right. You are going to need a piece of Purple Posy, is the colour I've chosen. I've put the cardstock into my cutter portrait with the short side at the top, and I cut down at 10.5 centimetres. I then scored it at 14.8 centimetres. Then I left in my cutter, so I've scored it, put it in my cutter and cut, up to 24.8 centimetres and cut. Okay, sound a bit confused, I'll say that again. In your cutter, short side at the top, cut down at 10.5 centimetres. Turn it round, you're going to score it at 14.8 centimetres. You're going to move your card along the cutter with your long side at the top, and you're going to cut at 24.8 centimetres. Okay, and that will give you this short fold here. Okay, then you're going to need a inside mat which measures 10 by 14.3 centimetres. I've actually used the tufted embossing folder. Sadly, this one has just been retired, which I'm quite sad about, because I think this is a very feminine embossing folder. I just wanted to use it for this. Obviously, Stampin'Up do many different types of embossing folder, so you can use whichever one you choose, but that one's going to go on the inside. You're then going to need two mats in white, whisper white, and these are going to be now I've forgotten, front mat, 10 centimetres by 9.5 centimetres. Two of those, one's going to sit here and one's going to sit here. You then need a piece of DSP which is going to be measuring 9 centimetres by 9.5 centimetres. Now this paper is from the Peony Garden Suite, the DSP papers. Yes, very pretty. I don't know if you can see, that's just it. I actually find papers like this quite intimidating when it's very fussy. I never really know what to do with them, but having played with it and then just colouring out the buds of the flowers, I thought was really quite effective and looked quite pretty. As I say, I normally steer very clear from these, but I thought, no, I'm going to give it a go, so I did. Okay, so sorry, that was 9 by 9.5. Be aware if you're using directional paper, okay, that you want the 9 centimetres at the top. Okay, and then you're going to need a strip of whisper white, and that is going to measure 12 centimetres by 5 centimetres. You are then going to score it at 1.5 centimetres, okay? And then you're going to need a mat for that, which is going to be 10 centimetres by 4.5 centimetres. Okay, that's going to sit on there. This piece, I'll quickly show you, will go underneath this mat. So do not stick this mat down when you've first done your embossing, okay? You need to tuck that down, but we'll do that in a minute. Okay, and that is it. that's what you need. I've just got some spare Whisper White to do my printing and my stamping of my sentiment and my flowers. Okay, right. Okay, I am going to stamp out two of the peony flower, because I don't know if you can see, I've actually just cut this middle piece out to give it a bit of dimension. I don't know if that works or not, but I quite like it, so that's what I've done. Okay, so we'll go ahead and stamp those now. I am going to emboss. I'm sorry, I'm going to make a noise, but you know I like my embossing. So as I say, I'm going to do it twice. Wasting pieces of card here, really, aren't I? I should have cut the pieces a little bit bigger and got two flowers on one piece. But I needed to use up my scraps, so... Okay, this is my embossing powder. Stampin'Up do different colour embossing folders, but I do like to use clear with black. You could use a, if you haven't got clear but you've got black embossing powder, you can do it the opposite way round. You can use a clear palette, clear Versamark, and put black embossing powder on. So, okay, going to start up my engine. Need to switch it on first. Just get it warm. Sorry if it's noisy. Well, it is noisy. I don't want to cook it too much, because it makes the embossing powder look dull and flat, whereas when you just heat it up, it's a nice shine on it. Got that off quite quickly then. Okay, I'm going to sit and colour these now. Let's get this out of the way. Just quickly get the ink off my flower. Don't want it to stain too much. Right, sit down. Hope I'm in shot. Just going to quickly. I've only got the light Purple Posy, so there won't be any shading from me today, because I haven't got a dark. So. Quite a nice colour. It's a pinky purple, this one. I would say it was more of a pink. I mean, it depends. Sometimes it looks pink and sometimes it looks purple. Ever so quick and easy to colour. Voila, finished. I'm only going to colour part of this. I've got to remember which bits I cut off now. Did I cut that bit? Oh, I don't know. We'll see when we're doing it. See, if I colour it in that way, I'll know where to cut it, won't I? I think we'll do that. That's where we're going to go. That's how we're going to cut that one out. Really quick and easy. I'm just going to get my yellow to colour the centre. that's that. I'm going to bring in my big shot now to cut those flowers out. Please don't judge me for the state of my plates. I'm waiting for a nice new machine now to come out. I have actually got some plates, but I don't know, I'm one of these people who like to get the very last of something out of it. Just going to put that on. Get my chair out of the way. I think this is quite an easy, yes, it's quite an easy one to fit on. Don't you just love a die? Hopefully I've not been too slapdash there. Hopefully I've managed to get it all accurate. Just take your tape off. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Perfect. Lovely little white edge all around the outside. Beautiful. I'm going to cut this one out using the frame, because that way I can get rid of all the excess card without too much grief. So I'm not going to be too fussy about this because I'm only cutting the centre, aren't I? So all but it goes against the grain, doesn't it, if you just slapdash. So we just do that. Don't really need to do that, but okay. Oops. You can use washi tape, you know, if you haven't got any low-tack tape, but make sure when you do use washi tape that you sort of rub it against your clothes or stick it to your clothes and on and off, on and off, on and off, so there's not a lot of sticky left on it. And that will do the same as this tape, this low-tack tape. Okay, I better not put it too far because we've got to cut out our sayings next, haven't we? I think what I'll do is I think we'll stamp the birthday wishes, and then I can put the embossing stuff away, and I can put the big shot away. Right, my birthday wishes. Make sure you've got it on there. That's nice. We're going to emboss that. I expect some of you ladies are going to start your Christmas cards, aren't you? Not me. I don't normally start this early, but I know a lot of people who do. And they had a crafting for Christmas on the craft channels the other day. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. I really couldn't. I think with this, with the COVID, it's sort of thrown me completely, because I don't even know what day of the week it is, let alone what month we're in. And it doesn't feel like a Christmas month. It feels like summer. Well, at the moment it don't actually feel like summer. It's quite windy and chilly outside. Not chilly, but not sunny. I'm just going to cut this this phrase out, the sentiment, rather than drag my big shot over there again. I'll just chop it off now. So that's done. So that's out of the way. So we've done all our die cutting, and we've done all our stamping. So now all I've got to do is actually cut that out. Cut this one out. Not too much bother. It's quite an easy stamp to cut. Even if you had to actually cut the whole thing out, it's not that difficult. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down quite a bit, but not quite sure what that bit is. We just go round. And anything we don't like, we can chop off, can't we? See how quick was that? And then we just line it up with, line it up with the one that was already there. So yeah, I think I cut that bit out. I did. Yes, maybe so. Let's have a look. Not sure now what to keep. I think that one was just up and down in here. Because we want to give it some sort of definition. That'll be fine. That will be absolutely fine. So we can actually just leave that at the moment and just leave it to one side. That goes like that, yeah. Okay, we can just leave that for now. Let's put that out of the way. Just give that a quick wipe. I use a little cloth to wipe that off. Right, sorry, I got a bit distracted then. My husband was just coming to say goodbye to me. I waved him away. Okay, so we're going to now put this all together. If I can find my bone folder. Got my own personalised little bone folder, courtesy of my upline, Kim Thee, who's from Simply Fairies. She's got me this lovely little personalised one. Lovely. Okay. If you see that, I was just, I must have cut this another time and not noticed when I folded it. Anyway, it's not a problem. I'm going to put all our pieces, look at this, I'm a right mess. I don't like it, I don't like it. Get this out of the way. Rubbish. Okay, now I'm going to put a piece of runner. Oh, I've got these to show you, haven't I? I've finally got through my stamp and seal from Stampin'Up. This is the Stamp and Seal, the light blue one, and this is the Stamp and Seal Plus, which is a little bit stronger than this one. It holds stronger. So probably very, very good for making boxes and things like that. I've not used this one yet. I've used this one, very pleased with it. It's a little bit more expensive than the old Stamp and Seal, but you do get more sticky tape, more adhesive for your money. But they're really nice and sturdy. So I'm going to use a little bit of that, and I'm going to put it along the bottom because it's going to sit like that. So I want tape on this side. Whoops. Not quite used to how to use it yet. Let me see. There we go. It doesn't even make a noise. Look at that. You can see it. There's a strip of sticky on there. Didn't even make a noise, did it? Normally they go. Especially annoying if you can hear it in the background. Right. I'm just going to pop that there. in what I think's the middle, or where I want it to be, where it's going. So that is that. So now you can put your adhesive on the back. Again, you can use double-sided tape. You can use anything you want to stick it down. Don't use too much glue. You'll end up with lines in your underneath your card, and you really don't want that. Oh, it's like agony watching me do that, isn't it? Okay, that's that down. Now we're going to put this piece, looking for the edge, the scoring edge. Put it the wrong way. That's just going to sit nicely in there. Then we're going to put your DSP together. Get the right way round. I'm sure I have got it the right way round. Yes. That's how it's going. I think it's a very pretty card. I do like very feminine looking cards. I envy these people who you know, do, I don't know if you call it rustic. What would you call it? I don't know. Very rustic cards. A bit like, I'll just quickly show you this card. It's a beautiful card that my upline made for me. I really envy this type of style. It just does not come naturally to me. It's beautiful. But that sort of style card. My upline, that was Kim Fee, Simply Fairies. Okay, so next. Oops, don't need to do that. I'm going to put this onto here, leaving a little small border. You notice a lot of my cards are the same sizes. It's easy then for me to remember. I do enjoy doing a fun fold card. I do trawl the Pinterest and YouTube, all those sort of places, to find different types of styles of cards. Alright. I actually you can put a Velcro dot on there if you wish. I've seen France, I don't know how to pronounce her name, I'm afraid. She's a demonstrator. I'm not even sure which country she's from. That's shameful, really, because I should know. But her first name spells France, so I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. She has done this. She did this design, and she had 2 strips of card, I believe, that went across there. So this piece tucked into the card to stop the flap opening. I've used a Velcro dot on previous cards. Yeah. So anyway, chatting. I will find out what her name is. I really, really should know. It's terrible of me saying that, because I should know where I got my information from my inspiration from, shouldn't I? I think it's France, Martin. I want to say France Martin. That's what I want to say. I'm just going to quickly call it up on my YouTube and have a look and see what her name is, because she does deserve credit for this. Sorry, I will keep you longer than 5 minutes. Yeah. Yes, her name is spelt France Martin, and my sincere apologies because I really don't know how to pronounce her name. She goes under the name of Frenchy Stamps on the YouTube. As I say, I saw some of her designs, and this flap fold was one of the designs. I say I've done it very different to how she has done hers, and I've used Velcro dot to, let's get that out of the way, a Velcro dot to hold mine down. Right, I'm going to now quickly, very quickly, colour these in. This paper lends itself very well to these blends. So don't want to go over the page, the edge rather. Very, very quick. But it's effective, isn't it, colouring this this DSP. A lot of papers do intimidate me. No, I'm not very good at coming up with ideas with papers. I'm going to leave it just at that, except for I'm going to wink of still of them, because it does need a bit of a sparkle on there. Only take me a couple of minutes. There we go. That's it. And that's that. And all we've got left to do is put the flower. I think I've used my small pads, but I don't seem to be able to. Here they are. I just used a few of these on the back to layer it on top of that flag, because I really wanted it pronounced. The Pinterest is a fabulous place for inspiration, and I do use it quite a bit, you know, because it is quite difficult to constantly come up with different ideas. Sometimes you just need to play, which I do. You know, sometimes I come out here and I just grab a stamp set and think, right, that's the one I'm going to work with, and I try and think of ideas to come up with for my classes and for, obviously, for now, for my filming. But yeah, it's very difficult sometimes to actually come up with something, so you do need other inspiration. I remembered to take the tabs off this time. Put it about there. And there you go. You don't actually need anything else on there. I think I might just put a wee rhinestone. And I will show you another card that I made using the same. I'm going to have a big one this time. Using the same thumb fold. Oh yes. So to me, I know it may not to anybody else, but to me, that just finishes it off. It just finishes it off. Right. And that's how you make that thumb fold. Say I've got another one here that I've made in the blues from the Flowers for Every Season DSP. Again, it's exactly the same. Exactly the same. I just love the fold. Just thought that was really pretty. So that could perhaps have some little diamonds on there, can't it? And then that one will be finished. Slightly different. Just slightly. I've put a different sentiment and a different label on there and used one of the gorgeous butterflies from the Butterfly Gala. That's it. That has made a difference. I don't think I need any more. Or could I put, which would look quite nice, one there and one there. There you go. So yeah, that's just another little idea, another design idea. Beautiful. Anyway, thank you very, very much for stopping by again today and watching me make this card and for listening to me waffle on. I am sorry, I do waffle. I don't like the awkward silent moments, so I just talk about anything. Yeah, thank you so much for coming along. If you enjoyed watching me make this card or showing you how to make this card, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. All my contact details as usual are down below. All the materials I've used in today's cards are also down below. My online shop details are there should you wish to purchase anything. I'd be more than happy to help you with that. But just leaves me to say thank you very much once again for stopping by. Goodbye now.